Hello and welcome to 1350. As always, when we get to a new decade, we kick it off with family pictures. All the way back in 1300, we started with Edmund and Grace. In 1310, they had 5 children living. By 1320, their children were having children. 1330, we had a new heir. This is John, our new heir. In 1340, John was about to get married and start having his own family. Now in 1350, we have only lost a total of 2 Sims. We had 21 Sims in that last picture, and we have 19 in this one. The difference is we have lost almost every family has lost at least one parent. Right here, Stein is now a single parent to his daughter, Francine, who looks super sad. Daniel is all by himself. He lost his wife and his children. Michael and Jewel both lived through the plague, as well as one of their daughters, Flora. Then we have Isla, who is holding our heir. This is Kellen. He is our current heir. This is his twin sister, Kazia, in here. And this is Ingrid, their older sister. And this is all that's left of our main family. Then over in France, we have Frey's wife, Blanche. Frey is dead. We have Mary, and then we have Adrian, who hopefully will be aging up soon. And we have baby Garance. So they're the ones who are left in France. Then we also have Christopher and Gwendolyn, who both lived through the plague. So we only had 2 couples that made it all the way through. Their oldest daughter is Denise. Then they have Bella. And then they have baby Gold still living in their house. So Denise will be getting married soon, and hopefully starting our next generation of children. And hopefully our heir, Kellen, right here in the middle, will live through all of this, and he will eventually start having children. I also made a version where it shows the family members who are in France, and then these are all the family members who are in England. Hopefully sometime in the next decade, we will be moving family members into Italy. So that's exciting. And actually, we can't play yet. We're going to kick this off by rolling for Jewel, because nothing is going to matter if Jewel does not pass her adult roll. Everything I'm planning on doing will not matter if Jewel does not pass her adult roll. So she needs anything above a 6 or above. Okay, Jewel dies and none of it matters. So everything is relying on Kellen. We have no backup plan right now. The backup plan was going to be that Michael and Jewel were going to get pregnant and have a baby. And so I was really hoping that Jewel would live today so that they could have at least a chance of having a baby. However, that's not what's happening. And we do have a backup plan. Like, they have 3 children. Isla and John have 3 children who are living. And those 3 children, even though 2 of them are girls, their husbands could technically take over as heir, even though I really don't want to do that. I really want the main heir from the main household for right now in this period that we're playing to be male. But if all of our males are gone and we can't do that, then we will see what happens. But let's start playing and go visit Jewel. Well, it's summertime, so we're going to say she died from overheating. Okay, I'm going to move them in with Isla. And just like that, we have 1 couple left in the game. We are going to move Sebastian, who's at the cemetery right now. We're going to move Sebastian into the Miller house. And he is going to be marrying Denise. And so they will both be living out here. But we'll leave him there for now. and we will move Michael and Flora into the main household because Michael is going to be our heir if something happens to the baby. And then Michael will immediately have to get married and start having children. I'm not going to have him marry Isla yet because tomorrow we're rolling to see if Isla becomes an adult. And the day after that, we're rolling for Michael. So they could both be dead by the end of 1350. And so we're not making any of those decisions yet. But I have Sebastian living here. He is going to be marrying wherever she is, Denise, in this house, and Denise will move in with him over here. So that's what's happening right now. I'm going to get somebody from Sister Terry's house to run over and grab that headstone, and then we'll go back to the main house. Okay, so we're back at the main house, and we have Isla and Michael, who is super sad about everything that's just happened, and he's nauseated from witnessing death. That's awful. Flora, who is also super sad about her mom dying, but she wants to become friends with the Grim Reaper. Then we have Ingrid, who's just a little toddler and seems to be doing quite well. And then we have the twins over here who will be aging up tomorrow. So let's just hang out. I am going to be putting Michael up here along with Flora. I will just have them both. Let me assign his bed to Michael. And then I'm just going to assign this one to Flora. And we'll just see what happens. Anyway, they are very sad, of course, about everything. But Isla could use some help around the farm, so... All right, Mom. Kellen is screaming. All right, I'm going to have Michael come out here and plant our cherry trees that we're... White rooster and brown rooster are both getting old. We're just going to let the roosters go. That we just won't be able to take care of the chickens right now. But we're going to focus on the orchard that John had started. I think that would be a good way to honor his memory. Okay, Ingrid is really mad. Just a second, babe. There you go. Michael's up here just crying it out. It's so sad when they do that. I know, little girl is tired. All right, so we're sending everybody to bed. It's 8:30, but that's a little early. It's okay. All right, it is almost 6 o'clock. Time to roll for all our rolls today. And they're probably the most important rolls that we have had since the plague. So we are beginning with Kazia and Kellen to see if they become toddlers. So anything but a 4, 8, or 12, Kazia's first. She lives. Kellen lives. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, our heir is alive at least for 14 more days. And let's see if Isla becomes an adult. A 6 or above. Yes. Finally, some good news. 36 days. Okay, fantastic. First, let me unlock this door. And I'm going to end up moving Michael's bed down here or the Flora's bed down here into this room because I've got plenty of toddler beds out here, or maybe I'll move. Anyway, I'll figure it out in a second. Let's age up these babies. All right, Kellen. Oh my gosh, he has dark hair. All those blonde-headed kids. Oh, of course, he's fussy. But he has dark hair. And I know he's got glasses on. He is super cute, which he can't keep those on, but he's still adorable. Well, there's our little heir for the next 14 days. Kellen, go out here and play with dolls. Oh, he's just going to cry because all his family members are dead. All right, Kazia, let's see. Dark hair. Oh, my gosh. Oh, and she's angelic. Thank you, little girl. I need an angelic baby. Everybody is sad in this house except for Isla. She's already dealt with all of it and gone through all of it. So Michael has a new familiar also. So I'm going to have him summon his familiar. It's the same kind that it's called Nocturne. And it's the same kind that John had. Oh, I forgot that kids could come out here. Flora's trying to come out here on her own and clean the coop and do all that kind of stuff. I forgot kids could do it. It's so great to have a kid in the house. I forgot to go and do their, change them in gas. I was just sitting here playing them, and then I was like, oh, Kellen's not wearing that little hat thing. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to go change them. So let's do that. Oh, she's got beautiful eyes. Okay, it looks red, but it's actually brown. Okay, here is Kazia. Okay, and here is Kellen, our current heir. Okay, so I moved 2 of the baby beds upstairs, and I sold 2 of the baby beds. I moved Michael's bed down here, and I moved Flora's bed down here, and we have a toddler bed underneath, and then the twins are in here. So Ingrid's right here. Twins are in here. I moved the door so that Michael won't have to go through Isla's room to get into his room. And so that's how it's going to be right now. Tomorrow, we will roll to see if Michael lives to be an adult. And if he does, then I think I will decide about Michael and Isla potentially having children. But we'll see. Maybe I'll set up some kind of percentage, and then I'll just roll for it and see whether or not they fall in love while they're here consoling each other and raising their kids together. So we'll see. I mean, it definitely sounds like some kind of Hallmark movie where the widow and the widower are distantly related and come together. I mean, related by marriage, not related. And come together to raise their children and fall in love, and yeah. But I don't know that necessarily would happen. But anyway, that's what it looks like now. Our sleeping area down here with everybody is a lot more crowded now, but at least everybody's here and not separated up on the second floor. So, all right, it's time to do birthdays for today. Also, we're going to do Denise's wedding. But first, we're rolling for birthdays. So Michael is anything a 6 and above. Good. Michael lives. So now we've got the decision to make about Michael and Isla and whether they're going to get married, fall in love, all of that stuff, start having babies. Like I could flip a coin again, and heads they get married and tails they don't. Like, I don't know. All right, we're rolling for Blanche, and she's got to roll a 9 or above. Yay, Blanche lives, which is good because she's got a bunch of little kids, and we have to see how long she lives. 1 year. Y'all, why do I roll a 1 so often? Okay, so next year, Blanche is going to die. So we got to see what their house looks like. I'm headed over there now to age her up. Then we'll move Denise in over here, and I will play their family to bring them here and get them married. I feel like on the elder roll, I either roll for them to live 1 year or 10 years. Like they either live a really long time or not long at all. Okay, so what am I going to do with these French people, the people in France, when their mom dies next year? Because Mary, let's see, Mary doesn't age up. If Blanche dies in 1351, Mary won't get married till 1355. So they may have to go live with the cousins. Wow. Or maybe they should come back to Gwendolyn's house and Gwendolyn will raise them. All right, there she is. Old Lady Blanche. Aw. Okay, she's got 1 year left and she immediately has a child making a mess. Stop it. Okay, so we're going to leave them here. We will be back next year. And by then, I will have decided what to do. I really think I'm going to move them in with Gwendolyn. And we'll just let Lark lives here. And we'll say that Lark and her husband can't take them in because they're still devastated from losing all their children in the plague. So they're going to send these kids back to their family in England. Okay, so after a lot of moving around to get Sebastian into this group and to get Denise into this group, but we're still having the problem of Stein's daughter, We can't get her in this group, but that's okay. She's the only one missing from today. So everybody's here. Even little baby Gold is here, although she hasn't really moved from this spot. Even though I've told a couple of people to talk to her and do stuff with her. But anyway, I don't know. We'll see what she does. But everybody else is here for the gatherings and for the wedding. So we're going to head over and do the wedding. They came and sat like I told them to, and then immediately they get up and leave. Okay, that's fine. Daniel, something is happening here that's important. We're going to try to get everybody from both groups to come out here together around the fire. And we have Stein, but like I said, we don't have his daughter, Francine. And this is it. This is just about everybody. It's certainly not as big as it was before, but we're going to get it built back up. It's going to come back. We've got toddlers out here in the garden. We've got toddlers all over the house. Gold is here just hanging out, doing her thing. All right, well, I'm going to take, I don't know what Gwendolyn is doing in here, but we're going to end the gatherings. I'm going to take them back to their house and let them try for a baby and roll to see how many tries they're going to get. Okay, so we have Denise and Sebastian having babies. I'm going to roll a D12 and they get as many tries as it lands on. Okay, so the 12. 10 tries. Wow. Okay. I mean, as we've seen in some people, that hasn't always worked out well, but we're going to start her out right here. All right. They've already tried today, so we'll check back in with them. Well, hopefully it'll pop up and tell us next year that they've had a baby. And we rolled for Michael and Blanche, so everything is good. We're just going to play out the next day with our main family. I think that I am going to flip a coin. Flip the same coin that we flipped to kill everybody to see whether or not Michael and Isla get married and have kids. And then we'll probably make them wait another year. So that's how we'll end this episode, with them flipping the coin. And then at the end of the next year, so at the end of 1351, we'll do their wedding and have them try for a baby if that's what we roll. Doesn't this look like a proper orchard? I like it, even though none of these are even in season. I like that they're at least, big, except for that one right here in the middle. It acts like it's fine. It's just not growing. Everybody's just hanging out in here chatting. It's so cute. Flora and Isla are over here playing chess and talking, and Ingrid and Kellen are just over here. Baby Kazia is just rocking away. This just makes no sense to me. If anybody can explain if it's something from the game or something that I'm doing, or maybe it's a mod that I have, but like all of these trees are out of season and they're for some reason big. Then these trees are actually in season and they have disappeared. So is it a glitch, or is it something that I'm doing, or is it just the way that plants work, where they grow and then they go away and then they grow back? Like, I just want some advice. If anybody knows what is causing the issues with it, I would love to know. Michael just fell off of his broom the same way that John used to, but I missed it. I just saw him laying on the ground. Okay, I'm sorry, baby girl. You were about to get some food and I moved it, didn't I? There you go. Oh my gosh, how are y'all so hungry again after you literally just ate? Also, how are you so dirty? Kellen, you just had a bath yesterday, I think. Oh my gosh, he's got like a stink cloud going around him. Michael has discovered Flora L'Oreal. We need to try it out and hopefully not kill a plant. Let's see. Do we have anything we can use it on? We might have to wait till tomorrow, Michael. Yay, he's finally getting a bath.
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay, we're going to call this year done. We had some horrible things right at the beginning when Jewel died, but then we had Denise get married and she's pregnant. So next year we'll welcome our first baby after the plague. And I'm going to go roll right before we end it to find out if Isla and Michael are going to end up together. So here is the plan. If it lands on heads, they're going to get together. If it lands on tails, they're not going to get together. And here's what's going to happen. If they're not together, then nothing will happen at the beginning. When Kellen ages up, if he dies, Michael will find someone else to marry and he will be our heir and start having kids. So that's how it's going to work. If it's heads, they'll get married next year and they will start having babies immediately. However, Kellen will still be the heir. If they roll tails, they will not get married and nothing will happen as long as Kellen lives. Here we go. Okay, they're going to get married. I did not expect it to go that way, but okay, next year. Isla, let's see, on the last day of next year, Isla and Michael will get married. All right, I'll see you guys in 1351. Bye.